everyone, welcome back to week 6 of the Uber's Pokemon Association. I am Girly Tina, and this week we will be going up against Maki. So Maki is an excellent battler. She's really scary. She's one of the top coaches in the league so far this season. She has been doing really well, and her team is incredibly threatening. Like, we have Pokemon like Terra Great Tusk is kind of has a big star on the team sheet. Terra Great Tusk, Terra Hydrapple, and Terra Vaporeon, as well as a Lunala, a Zamacrown, a Zapdos, Tinkaton, Talonflame, Roaring Moon, and the hidden goat Swalot. So obviously, looking at our first Pokemon, immediately I needed an answer to Swalot. So we're starting off with a Choice Specs Mewtwo. So Mewtwo is a Pokemon who is fast, is strong, and clicks Ice Strike, and everything dies. So that's kind of the main idea going into this, is that I'm going to click Ice Strike and kill everything. Hopefully, we will be able to, actually just get down some big chip with this guy, like make some calls on what the switches might be, just go for some big damage. I'm expecting maybe an AV Hydrapple or something like that to kind of put Mewtwo down a bit, but Choice Specs Ice Beam is doing massive damage into pretty much everything. And then with like Dark Pulse, we're hoping to just blow up the Lunala before we even have to worry about it. Flamethrower, just kind of a good coverage option. Hit some of the other threats, like, Terra Steel looks pretty good into me. Hits the Tink as well, and hits the Zama for super effective, even though Psystrike is still doing a billion to that guy. And then Ice Beam, which is another just like really good coverage move. If we catch Hydrapple on a switch, or if we're getting in front of a Roaring Moon, we click Ice Beam and yeah, profit. Up next we have stalling ass Giratina, a really annoying Giratina set with my favorite move in the entire game, Thunder Wave. I love Thunder Wave. In case you haven't noticed, I love Thunder Wave. I love Paralysis, and that will be a theme of my team going forward. But yeah, this is just Rest, Defog, Thunder Wave Hex. Bulky guy, has a lot of like defense EVs, enough speed to outspeed Great Tusk. And then just some pretty solid kind of status moves. I was between Willow and Thunder Wave because, like, obviously they have the ground type and Tusk, but I think that Thunder Wave is a little bit better off for me. I think that it is just more useful, more annoying than Will-O-Wisp. So yeah, and then like if we get low, we just rest, go up to full, Chesto, wake up again, continue. Next up we have Assault Vest. Iron Gambit. That's this guy's new name. This is Iron Gambit. So Iron Gambit has the Assault Vest because there's just a bunch of special attackers on this team. Too many to count, to be honest with you. And then again, it's Terra Dark to hit like extremely hard. Kowtows, Sucker Punches, but then Iron Head and Low Kick just for coverage. I max attack, max HP, and then 4 in Spadef, just to try and make ourselves bulky. Try and have again like a Lunala answer because that thing's pretty scary. Try to have a switch into kind of like pre-Terra or even like Earth Power on the Hydrapple, and just kind of cause some big damage with some really strong physical attacks. Following this, we have another Assault Vest. As you can tell, I'm terrified of Lunala. On Primarina. So Prim is Alluring Voice, Psychic Noise, Surf, and Flip Turn with Torrent. Like you can go between Torrent and Liquid Voice. Both seemed pretty viable, but I kind of liked the double sound move to get behind sub, and then Surf and Flip Turn, and with ways to hit stuff super effectively. That isn't just mono water type moves, because all of these moves would be water otherwise. But yeah, next up we have red card on Money Machine at Colossal. So this guy, again, red card for specifically like setup Lunala, because sure it gets Earth Power, but at this point, if we're like really banking on Colossal to defeat Lunala, we're on life alert. So I have Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, Will-O-Wisp, you know, just kind of good utility moves, and then Flamethrower, just stuck a little attack on there, just might as well put something in, right? A max speed F, max HP, and then 4 special attack with a plus speed F nature, just to try and eat as many hits as we can. And then finally I have a Whimsicott. So this is my first time actually using Whimsicott, and she's kind of shy. This girl is like, this one's a boy, but Whimsicott is just kind of a bit of a nuisance. I'm running Infiltrator again to get around Substitute Lunala with Shadow Ball, Encore, Moonblast, and Stun Spore. And those who are keen-eyed enough will see that Stun Spore doesn't have the max PP. It's because I initially had Giga Drain, and then I was like, nah, we Stun Spore maxing. We love paralysis in this town. So yeah, that was the idea. I was just like, fuck it. Let's run Stun Spore and try be as annoying as possible. So that is the team. We should be facing Maki shortly. And yeah, good luck, have fun to Maki. This is going to be a terrifying battle for me, but they've all been pretty terrifying so far. So let's just hope that we can come out on top. Time to battle against Maki. So, Hydrapple, Great Tusk, Zapdos. Oh my god, the goat Swalot is here. Well, this was unexpected, folks, and this is actually maybe a problem. Oh my god, what do I do into a well-played Swalot? Lunala and Talonflame. So, this is a really interesting team. I feel like lead is probably Strike Twice. It is Terra Electric Great Tusk and Terra Dark Hydrapple. So that's not great. But this team is pretty specially oriented, which is looking good for my Assault Vest girls. I reckon it's probably Zapdos lead, or else it's Tusk. But I'm really feeling like it's Zap. Okay, so the plan is to lead, I'm going to lead Mewtwo. Mewtwo has something for everyone. And that is the plan. Okay, good luck, have fun to Maki. This is, I'm extremely thrown by the appearance of Swalot, but I know this guy can do some work. This is like Swords Dance, bulky Swords Dance shenanigans, knockoff, Gunk Shot, Earthquake. Like, this guy gets moves. So, we're hoping. Okay, Sailor Pluto comes out, and it is the Zapdos. Okay, so we get a pretty strong lead here. Oh, it's also Pressure Zap. Okay. Okay. That's really interesting. So, if this thing is like Giga Spadef, we're still doing like 90% to it. So I think I'm just going to go for Ice Beam off rip. There's not really any Ice Beam switch-ins here. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I'm so scared about Swalot now. What I'm hoping basically is that if this thing is like offensive or maybe like Fizz Def or something, we just OHKO it. We just take a piece off the board. Now it could be Scarf Full Switch. That is true. But maybe it's also just deceased. Maybe it's just dead. Maybe it's just dead and we start the game with an immediate KO. Nice work, Mewtwo. Oh my god, I love this guy. This guy's so shiced. I'm built like a Mewtwo. For real, for real. Trust me. Hydrappy comes in. I guess the Drapple's rotten right to the core. Can I Terra my Mewtwo just for one? Just for fun. Let me just Terra this guy for fun. Okay. Hydrapple's gonna Hydrapple. So we're gonna go into Whimsicott, which not that this is Terra Dark, this is actually pretty good for us because they're gonna be like, oh, well, they can't punish because I'm Terra Dark. It gets around Prankster. I am Prankster. And this has nothing for me super effectively, I think. I don't really know. This guy rocks a lot of moves as well. So, I don't think it does. Nasty Plot, Earth Power, Draco, Fickle, Giga Biga Drain. I actually don't know a lot about it. I use a Hydrapple in the league once as well. I don't think that it has like a bunch. Okay, yeah, there's a tower. I don't think it has like a bunch of schmoves that are like super good into Whimsa shot. Nasty Plot, Nasty Plot, Nasty Plot, Nasty Plot, Nasty Plot, Nasty Plot! Let's go! Oh no, chat. Oh no. We can't encore a dark type Pokemon. We can't encore a dark type Pokemon. This is so sad. Can we get 2 billion likes? Please say it. No, they withdrew. I've shown my hand. Sailor Saturday comes out. Shout out to Saturday. One of the days of the week for sure. How fast is this guy? Faster than little old me. It also doesn't have much for a well-played Colossal. And this we know. This guy get Dig? Am I gonna get Dug? Aw, man, I got turned on. Well, wait, hold on. I didn't mean it like that, okay? I understand. I understand what I said. This is not what I meant. It's not what I meant, and I'm very sorry for implying that. Oh, well, this is awful. This is terrible. This is bad. Looking for my switch-ins. It's Whimsicott again. It's always Whimsicott. It's always been Whimsicott. I can't stun spore this, and that sucks. But we're gonna get some information here. Do we see Ice Spinner? EQ. Oh, I can't stun spore this. I've already tarred. Okay. Hey, that was a lot of damage. Actually, that was a lot of damage. Jarvis, why'd that do so much damage? Great Tusk. 252. Oh, I think that's banded. That is choice. Banded. What's your switch in here? I'm gonna click Stun Spore. On what is hopefully the Talon Flame again. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is Talon. Nice, 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 nice. Very good, Whimsicott. Excellent work, baby girl. I know my Whimsicott's a boy, but Whimsicott's such a baby girl. Shout out to Jacob Alf of Rad. I'm gonna predict either a U-turn. Do I need this? I kinda need this. Time to go into... I'm just going back into Money Machine. It doesn't matter. Okay, well... This time, they're not gonna EQ. This time, they're not gonna EQ. And we know this from years of extensive study. We know that if you condition the human mind, they will follow the direction that you want to go. So we're gonna go back into the Tusk, and then we're gonna Ice Spinner with the choiced band. Oh, Sailor Merc. Is that? Yeah, it is Tusk. And now I'm going to click Will-O-Wisp because they're not going to EQ. It's all about the mind games, folks. It's all about the mind games. I shouldn't have done this. This is the worst idea of all time. I don't know why I just threw away this guy. I threw away this guy for no reason. For no reason. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Colossal. You were actually my best check into Talonflame, and I can't undo what I've done, but I'm praying. Lord. Please. Please? Please. Please. I'm sending mind waves through the screen. Click Ice Spinner. Click Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner. Let's see if it worked. They also might hard switch into Talon. Oh my god, I did it. I'm so good at this game. They crit me. And we get the Wisp off. Let's go. I made such an unnecessary risk. A massively, massively unnecessary risk for no reason. And I'm pretty sure that's banded. Jarvis? From the damage that I did to Whimsicott, because I'm max HP. I think. Right? Right? I know my team. I know my sets. I definitely didn't make this set like a week and a half ago. Jarvis. Oh, I'm not max HP. Oh, this is not banded. Uh-oh, okay. Time to escape. Time to escape. I'm not banded. I'm actually... Yes, I'm actually 0 HP. Yeah, EQ just does that much. Okay. Giratina? Giratina. This'll work. This'll work. This'll work. This'll work. This'll work. Big crash. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so glad that I realized that my EVs weren't what I thought they were. Good chip. Good chip. Okay. No. It's either Swalot or Appy coming in here. So I'm gonna click T-Wave. Oh, they just stayed in. Awkward. Crit me again! This Tusk is on roids. Someone get this man checked for PEDs. Okay, well, we're gonna Hex, because we can always, rest. Ka-chow! Oh, that's big chippers. Okay. They bulk up, so... Yeah, I think we're gonna Hex again. I think I'm gonna click Hex another time and pick up the second KO of the game. Okay. 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 Maybe she's born with it. And maybe it's Maybelline. This is not an ad for Maybelline. But Maybelline, hit me up. I kind of forget what you do. Pretty sure it's makeup. I'm not super familiar with your game. What do I know about Lunala? Lunala, Uber's agility. Space 97 speed. How fast is Giratina? Base 90 speed. Okay, well, okay, well, okay, okay, well, that's bad. I'm gonna hard switch in Whims here on Substitute or Calm Mind. I don't think that they're just gonna raw attack me. Because they know that I have to switch. I know it would be so easy to switch into Gambit here. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, I was wrong. And that's bad. That was foolish. That was foolish and there was no need for me to do that. I'm kind of jittery. I'm all over the place. King Gambit. I have gained strength from the fallen. And I'm going to click World Renowned move Kowtow Cleave. Sailor Moon gets withdrawn. I don't care, there's no such thing as a resistance to this. Oh yeah, it's probably Flame Face. Okay, Flame Face did not proc. So that's good. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and hopefully I can finally get up my rocks. Okay, never mind. I'm not getting up my rocks. Please let me get up rocks. Please, 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 please. Okay, yeah, Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon comes out. This thing is so bulky. I'm going to... do what? Do I hide into Gambit? I'm pretty sure I take 2 T-Waves if it's not like Specs. I think this might be Specs. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp to try and just get continuous chip onto it. Okay, Moongeist Beacon comes out. I'm max Speed F. I should live this, and if I don't, that's not great. Okay, we ate. That's good. Okay, chip has begun. The chippening has commenced. I wasn't paying attention to how much that did. I don't know if I'm in range of another one. I'm going to click Flamethrower. I don't need Colossal at this point. Moongeist comes out again. And does how much to me? Not enough to KO. So I'm just going to get off the Flamethrower. And do a tiny, tiny, minuscule amount of damage. I'm going to save this for a sack. Because I don't need to... I don't need to sack this guy. There's no reason to. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so stressed with these games. These guys are so large. And the Geist comes out. Gambit 252 for Assault Fest. Moongeist should have done like 20%, like 404 to 131. I think that means that this is like, I think that was like mid-roll specs. So they're gonna go back out into the bird. Yeah. Okay, had to make this play. We need to put on some fresh. So we're going into Prima. Let's go! Primarina. Gibson Girl comes out and she's going to flip it a turn. Flip it a turn. Okay. The bird U-turns out. I like your move. Sailor Uranus comes out. Oh my god. It's the big boy. I forgot about him. Okay, well it's not... It's not like leftovers. I'm just gonna go into this guy. I know so very little about Swalot. I couldn't tell you its base stats. Okay, it's Black Sludge. into a well-played Colossal. Not physically defensive, obviously, but they don't know that. It has a base speed of 55, so that's not fast. I'm gonna try and get up rocks. Knock comes out. Can we get a flame body? No. Well, okay, I know it's physical, so that's good to know. And I know that it's slower than Primarina. Right? Yes. Well, maybe not. I don't think I need Primarina now because I know that the other guy's specs. I am pretty... okay, I'm faster. We negate the leftovers. I might live this gunk. Oh, I'm sorry, Mackie. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, that's not fun. I'm gonna go for Cynoise again. Just keep on getting chip onto this. Put it in range of, like, Gambit. Okay, it's Pain Split. But we're gonna keep on preventing it from healing, right? We're not going to let this... actually, it's gonna go for Gunk. I'm just gonna keep this low. I'm just gonna keep this low. Because if anything besides Primarina dying happens here... Okay, well, thank you for your service, Prim. But I'm pretty sure that with what's left... that my guys can handle it. So first, we go into Gambit, which is also faster because... oh, this is a speed tie. So this was maybe foolish. I'm gonna win it, actually, is what I've decided. Yeah, that was a mistake. This was foolish. This was really foolish and bad, and I shouldn't have done it. Okay, I have begun my own demise, which is what you love to hear, and that you have completely misplayed. Because out comes this kid again. I'm just gonna go into Giratina. Maybe we get a full power this turn. No, we are yet to land that sweet, sweet full power. I did get a Gunk dodge though, so. I think I've made terrible, horrible mistakes. And Sailor Moon comes back out. And I discovered that Lunala is faster, right? I do know that Lunala is faster. It's 97 base speed. I'm gonna go Gambit. I was dumb. I should have not done the things that I did. Okay, Moongeist Beam does still come out. We know, so this will do like 30-ish. Yeah, like a little bit more. And I'm just gonna go for Kowtow. Look, if the bird comes out and we get burned, the bird comes out and we get burned. But this is the objective best play. I may have thrown. I think I did throw. I threw away my two best answers into a Pterodark Hydrapple for no reason, for no good reason. So that sucks. How heavy do we think Hydrapple is? How heavy do we think Hydrapple is? Oh, you nasty plot into King Gambit. Sword stance, yeah, sure, low kick. ooh, low kick does like 40 to Terra Dark. Low kick can two-shot, so I'm gonna go for low kick. Yeah, okay, that's good. And a nasty plot. Okay, it didn't think that we had anything for it. Okay. I just low kick again. I always low kick. This is a roll, granted, but it's not, it can't. Okay, yeah. It can't outspeed us. And Lunala choice. So we sucker punch, and we win. God, Terra Dark. I think I Terra Dark here, just in case some weird shenanigans go on with a heat wave. This is where I Terra Dark, and I'm gonna click Sucker Punch, and I think that we're gonna pick up the win. And I kind of forgot about, you know, King Gambit having a Terra, but it was actually beneficial for me not to be Terra'd for the majority of that. And because, yeah, we kind of walled Hydrapple a little bit. It couldn't Giga, like, without, it couldn't, like, immediately Draco or Giga, and we're gonna Sucker Punch and we're gonna pick up the win. Really happy with that, despite the fact that I nearly threw the entire game for literally no reason. I got super bailed out there by, like, speeds and stuff like that, and making a few calls. But GG to Maki, that team was so scary. And it was just, I got a few plays right, and it worked out for me in the end. Good luck to Maki and the rest of the UPA. We will be back next week for more, where we'll be playing Frito, so that's very exciting. And yeah, make sure to check out all of our other coaches. Bye!